What's up? Shot 129, aka the final shot of Stop Motion Sabotage, is upon us. And I haven't put anything together yet. I haven't cut anything out because I figured, you know what? Let's do that together. I've never really shown the whole process. Can't be the whole process because I already have everything drawn out. That's the final shot. You might kind of recognize it looking like that. But I'm just going to take you from this spot and show you how I chose what I chose and how the references go. And then how it gets organized, thrown to the Cricut, how it gets cut out and put together. A little arc for shot 129. We've been working towards it, and I think we've earned it. All right, kids, let's jump into that right now. I'd say best time to do it, the present. It's Christmas time. And the cat is insane, oddly enough. Working here on 129 still. And just check this out. This is like the Cricut program that I used to cut everything out. And these are like all the different colors that are going to be used, right? All different layers. But like, look how many layers there are and different colors just for like this one shot. Like this is hands down the most I've ever had for one shot. Like there's a lot going on in this shot. And I think I'm really trying to make it look really good. Like they're walking, I have like their feet coming up, and you see underneath their shoe in different layers, and I really want to go out with a bang with this one, but it's a ton of stuff. So I'm about to start cutting that out now, but holy man, this is gonna be something else, I think. All right, kids, hands in. Let's do that. So I make a list of all the colors that I'm going to need for this specific thing, and I grab them all. And then I go to like, right now I'm just doing the background. So you can see like the last one I need is white. So I put the white down. Then the next one is silver. So I put the silver down. Then I grab the red and put the red down. And I'm sure you see where this is going. And so that way it's all layered already. And I just have to go down the line, like printing or cutting each one out. And just saves a bit of time rather than scrambling through things, trying to get each color, like get them all ready, put them all in order, make it all the easiest it can be for you. Because this part, it can get confusing and tedious because you're constantly just like feeding it in, it spits it out, then you write everything down, which I'll show you next. And yeah, you just kind of got to stay on top of it to make it a little bit easier on yourself. So that's what I'm doing right now. So here's my pile I'm making. Here's my pile of colors. Let's get down to this. Colorful. So now what I've got is just the dark gray up here on the Cricut. And I got the dark gray here ready to go. So then bring it on up to make. And then this is like the mat essentially. So what I want to do is, because I've already got this going, well, I'll flip this over, I guess. Down here, right at the 9 and 8, essentially, this would be a good spot for that. So then I'll grab this and bring it down to the 9 and 8 right there. And then that, see, we got these 6 there. And if you look here, we got those 6 right here. So it's going to end up right about here. And this way you can, instead of like having it be up here and just like all over the place, you can really maximize your card stock. So bring it on down to continue. We're using the medium card stock. You come over here and it's saying, hey, give me some paper, buddy. So you slide it on in like that. And then whoop, push it on in. And then I touch it. And then the Cricut just does its thing. And let's see if it puts it where it's supposed to put it. You can see it working its magic in there. Woo, got that one pretty close. Now it's done. Spits it out. That's exactly what we wanted. And now what I do is I go over to Photoshop and see I've got them already set up here, all the dark grays. Come over here, you can see them, right? Because right now with this, I don't know what these things are. They're just little squares to me. But because I have them all separated up here and named down there, I can just be like, oops, I can screw everything up. I can just be like, hey, what's this one here? And that one goes in and out, and I check over here, and it is Walk Sign 2 Dark Gray. So I know that this one right here is walk sign 2, dark gray. So then I'll write that here, and that's how I keep everything in order. So I'm gonna just keep going on this now, because now it's like I'm in the thick of it and I just want to get this done. This is just the background. I still got to do the characters after this, which is even more wacky. But that's kind of how this goes. I'll keep showing you little updates and stuff. But yeah, that's what goes into making these things so far. Hope you're digging this. Let's get on to walk sign 2, dark gray, shall we? Shall we? Just to show you making, cutting out all the black stuff for the characters. And that's like all of this stuff. That's a lot of stuff. And it's gonna go on this here. So yeah, let's check that out, shall we? So here it is, just like cutting out all these tiny little things. Here's Cochise's mustache, right there. Those are some shoes. This is gonna be a hairdo, perhaps. Oh, that's a butt. That's a butt and a hairdo around the mustache. Couple legs. Yeah. Oh, a walkie-talkie there now. It's all coming together. Here it is, all cut out. There are 45 individual pieces of just the black for this shot. Nuts. Okay, we're all done. We have one more thing to cut out here. As you can see, it's just like one tie, and that's all we have to do. So here, I'll get this going for us. And I just wanted to say, like, this being the last thing I'm cutting out on the Cricut for Sabotage is like the first 40 shots were just done cut out by hand. It was a whole process. And to now, here, hold on, I'll feed this in here. And it was a completely different process. And once I got the Cricut, it made everything more detailed. I could do things faster and a lot better, to be honest. And to now be at this one moment where this is the last thing I'm cutting out for Stop Motion Sabotage. Ooh, here we go. Ready? Oh, amazing. It'll be done super fast. It's just the tie. But it's kind of a crazy, crazy moment. You can see here is all the stuff for the characters in that bag. And yeah, that's it. It's already done. So now we're on to putting stuff together. And it's going to be sweet. But this is a little bittersweet, I'd have to say. But anyway, kids, let's get to putting stuff together because that's the fun part. On 3, 1, 2, 3, fun part. All right, here we are working on the final shot of Stop Motion Sabotage. And check this out. This is just the background stuff, right? And so what does all that look like when it's not put together? It looks like this. This is all of the stuff that's going into this final shot. And you could tell that when I was making this, I was being very detail oriented and wanted to get every single thing. Like for the phone box, there's 4 different little pieces for it. We've got curbs. This is the don't walk hand. And a bunch of other signs and stuff. Got some grass, buildings over here. And over here, all the poles. Lots of poles in this shot. And then these are all the vehicles, all separated, not put together. So I'm going to start with this, and then I do the characters, which is in this one over here. You can see it's packed full of stuff. So this is going to be a big project, putting all this together. But I believe in us. We can do it. All right, kids, hands in on hands. 1, 2, 3, hands. Welcome back to 129, the background stuff. So I got it all put together. This is what we've got. Some street signs, some other signs, some poles, bunch of vehicles. There's our little do not walk guy. Phone booth, if you know what those are. A newspaper box, if you know what those are. And yeah. So that's all that. Now I've got to move on to the actual characters, which is going to be something else. I was like, I want to be done this by about noon, and it's already 12:37. So not going to be done by noon. I'm hoping for like 2 o'clock now, because I don't know. There's so much stuff going on in this shot because I've made it so detailed, so it could be like the culmination of everything I kind of learned with the animation process. So yeah, let's get on with it. What do you say? Let's check out some characters. Whoop! Sorry, just a quick little thing here. I just dumped out all the pieces for this, and there's like, Cochise alone is 43 separate pieces. And so I can assume the other guys are that as well. And the background in total was 72 pieces. And a lot of that is like a bunch of different legs, because I'm doing a thing where like you see the shoe move and come down as they're walking. So I had to make, for every shoe of that, I made a different leg, so I didn't have to keep switching it out. It'd just be easier that way. But anyway, it's still a lot of stuff, and tiny stuff, like tiny stuff. I assume those are like mustaches or something like that. But anyway, yeah. So here we go. This is gonna be like a puzzle. Even just sorting this out, because their heads move each way, and there's so much going on in this shot. It's crazy. But anyway, if you're gonna go out with style. That's what I say. So, all right, kids, let's go out with style. 1, 2, 3, style. Steel organizing, shot 129. But I just wanted to show you how some things are just ridiculously detailed in this. So you've got this piece right here. It's gonna go underneath one of the shoes, and these are tweezers. And you can see just how small this piece is when you see these tweezers here. Now I'll zoom back out and just show you along with all the other stuff. Like, you can't even see it. It's right there. But anyway, that's kind of the level of detail this final shot's getting into. Maybe it's too much. I don't know. I'm not even sure what that is. I have writing on it, and I'm using the zoom on the camera to read a lot of this stuff sometimes, but I can't figure it out. So I've got the original Photoshop drawings, and so I'm going to use that to figure out where this goes. Anyway, peace out. Just wanted to show you how ridiculous this is. So I've got everything organized now. You can see I've got my little Cochise pile over here. That's all the Cochise stuff. And then the rookie is here in the middle with all his stuff. Then down the end, we got the chief with all of his stuff. As you can see, it's a lot of stuff, which is weird. And like, I made them probably about, I don't know, 8 inches tall. I have no idea how inches work, but I maybe could have made them bigger in order to give them more detail, but then I would have had to made everything else bigger, and this is such a big shot. I think it's gonna work well like this anyway, because they're gonna look radical. But yeah, it's now I get to put them all together, which is a whole new thing. And I wanted to be done by 2. It's 20 after 1. There's no way I'm gonna be done this by 2. But anyway, doesn't really matter. Just because, yeah, this is the last time I'm doing this. I just kind of realized that. I was like, yeah, anyway, sorry. But yeah, I'm not going to be putting together sabotage stuff anymore after I put this stuff together. So that's kind of weird. It's really weird. Anyway, exciting weird, not bad weird or weird weird, but just weird. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's get to the weirdness, everybody. Weirdness! Well, kids, we did it. Everything is made for shot 129 of Stop Motion Sabotage, the final shot. We pushed through. It's 4 o'clock, not 2 o'clock. But yeah, here, this is just kind of a guide. This is what we, there's the 3 dudes there. And then we got here, the 3 dudes here. Oh, and that little tiny piece was for one of their undershoes here. One of the Chiefs. He's not wearing it right now. But it's for the heel part underneath his shoe. It was the tiniest little piece. But anyway, we are now done making things for Stop Motion Sabotage. This is the first final thing that has happened. And of course, I got to make the backgrounds as we put the shots together and all that. But yeah, this is it, kids. It's the final countdown. After this, we just animate. There's only 14 shots keeping us from having this project finished, which I always say is very bittersweet because I've loved working on it. But it is kind of interesting to get to the end. I'm kind of just like, oh man, this is crazy. But anyway, so we're going to move on to animation, the most fun part, and we're just going to get this done. I hope you're stoked. I know I'm stoked. Let's do this, kids. Hands in for the final push. 1, 2, 3, final push.